Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Alex Builds. Today we've got part 69 of Hachette Partworks Build the Terminator. So this is a little late getting delivered to my newsagents. That's why it's coming out today, because I picked this up pretty much on the way home from work yesterday. I picked this up, but yeah, I thought I'd get this out for you today. So let's take a look and see what we've got to do in issue 69. So these are the parts we get here. As you can see, we get quite a few parts in there this week, and some of them are die-cast metal, so we'll open that up in a minute. Yeah, so we're still on the foot part. We're going to be making the ball of the heel, which we're going to be doing first. Then we're going to start assembling these pieces. So you are going to need your Allen key that was supplied a while ago, because we're going to be putting in some grub screws for that. And we're basically going to be going through, putting in these sleeves and pins, making something that looks a little like that, attaching one of the toes to it, just like that. So we've got something that looks a little like that, and then our ball heel will be attached onto there, and we've got these parts left over as well. And then in next week's issue, we continue assembling the right foot, and that'll be coming up this week, and that'll be issue 70. So quite a few steps to do today. I believe we're staying on the foot until about issue 71, and then issue 72 we begin the left arm. So we've got another 2 issues, this one and another 2 issues, and then yeah, the foot will be complete. So yeah, let's get the parts open and start building. So we've got all the parts out of the packaging, and yeah, there's quite a few parts this week. So we've got our ball joint down here. We've got some rubber sleeves. We've got 3 rubber sleeves, 2 screws, 2 grub screws, which, if you don't know what a grub screw is, a grub screw is basically this, where you screw it inside to the part and there's no head on the screw. And all these parts are plastic, apart from the grub screws obviously. And we've also got some pins here. We're not going to be using all of these today. And we also get these parts here. All of these parts here are die cast, so very nice. But the first thing he wants us to work on is the heel. So we're going to get these cut off first. We're going to move all of these parts to the side. So let's get them cut off the sprue. That's one part. And the other part. And these do have 2 different sides to them. As you'll see, we don't need the rest of this sprue now. You can throw this away. One has a hole in it to put your screw. The other one doesn't. So bringing back in our assembly from our Terminator, we're going to be working on the back heel piece here. So the part with this that is smooth on the outside goes on the outside, and we can just slot this through the hole, just like that. And on the inside, just here, that's where we're going to put this one. So this one's going to go through there. So we've got our ball joint on there with a hole for our screw on the inside. So we're going to put a screw in here. And this is a PB 2x6mm screw going in here. And this should close up this little gap we've been having on the back here. So let's get our screw in. Just like that. As you can see, it has closed up the gap and it's looking really, really nice so far. So we can put this to the side because we ain't going to use this for a minute, and we can bring in all the other little pieces that we had. So to start off with, we're going to have this piece here, which looks just like that, and this one here. The difference between this one, which is slightly angled, and don't worry, it is supposed to be like that, and this one is, as you can see, this one's got some details on there, whereas this one is a smooth shaft. So we're going to need the one with the smooth shaft first. We're going to need to make sure we get this round the right way as well. So there's a larger end, which is this one here, and a smaller end. So we want the larger end away from this part. So we want the smaller end to be, it's going to be connecting to this part. And if you're looking just in here, if you're still struggling, just in here there's a little flat piece right in the middle, and that has got the number 1 in there. It won't show up on camera, I don't think. But yeah, there is a number 1 just in here. So that's another way you can identify it. So taking the smaller side of this, we're going to be going into this part here, like I said. So that's going to be connected onto there. Then we're going to take our Allen key that we've got, and we're going to put a grub screw onto the end of that, and we're going to start screwing a grub screw through here. So we go through there. One side of this part is threaded, the other side is not. You want the threaded side at the bottom and the smooth side at the top, and that way when you screw it down, it will screw into the bottom and not the top, and it will get restricted as it goes through. So as we go through, you see it comes out the other side. So we want to back it off until it's in the right place, just about there. So next we're going to bring in this piece here, and we're going to use the smaller side again, but one of these sides on the smaller sides does have a recessed part in there. I don't know if you can make that out on there, but there is a recessed part in there and there's not on the other side. So we want the recessed part facing up. So we plug that onto there, just like that. So now we're going to need one of the rubber sleeves, and we're going to push that down through the top, keeping the holes lined up. Push that all the way through, just like so. That's going to keep that in place for us now until we've got our pin and everything in. So I've already cut one of the pins off, and we need to keep the rest of these pins for a little while. So I'm going to keep them just to the side. You can push this pin down through the top, and this should sit flush with the actual pin part on here, just like that. So now bring in the actual toe piece. Same as before, we have a recessed section here and not on the other side. It's nice and flat on that side with a tiny recess on there. You can just see it. That's for the pin to sit in, so we can push that onto there, and then take one of our sleeves. Make sure you've got the recessed section up the top again. Push this all the way through, just like so. Now we can cut one more of these off. I'm going to go right next to the one that I went before. And this is going straight through the top, just here. So push it all the way down. I have to say, these pins on the toes are much better than the pins that were on the fingers. They've got sort of like a, they're not round. They're sort of like a hex head on there. They're much better. And as you can see, they fit nice and they clamp nice, and they give you good articulation as well. So hopefully we don't have any problems with the toes like we had with the actual finger parts. And that is it. So that's what you should have. This is going to connect onto here at some stage. This is going to go onto here and clamp onto there. As you can see, the foot will be quite a big foot. So this, I believe this one is this toe, just like that. So yeah, we've got to make up all the other toes in the next few issues. So yeah, make sure you store these parts safely, because we're going to need to carry these over to the next couple of issues. So knowing what we know now and what we've just done, it looks like what we're going to be doing in the next issue is building 2 of these to go on, and that will leave us with 2 left. So that'll be 5 toes, and yeah, that'll be the foot basically complete. So that's it, guys. That's issue 69 all complete, and that was a nice easy one. The pins were nice and easy to fit on this, much easier than what they were on the fingers, and they are much better than what on the fingers. I think people will be a lot happier with these pins in the feet than what they were in the actual hands themselves. So what we've got coming up for the rest of the week. So we've got to build the DeLorean. I've got issue 48, 49 and 50 and 51 of the DeLorean to do. I've also got 3 stages of the Ecto 1 set in front of me to do. I've got another 4 on the way with the special pack as well, the more of the proton pack. So the other 2 proton packs and the ghost traps come in, so we can get this sort of stand all filled up for now. Yeah, and that'll pretty much be it. We've got more Terminator as well, so that'll be issue 70, and that'll be probably out on Thursday. So yeah, if you like this video, guys, please leave a like down below, and if you haven't already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Bye bye.